Far up in the foggy Blackridge Mountains, hidden behind thick trees and sharp rocks, stood a place no one wanted to visit. It was old, dark, and broken. Some called it haunted, others called it cursed. But everyone knew its name, Ravencroft Manor. People in the nearby town of Windmere whispered about it. Stay away from that place, they warned. Strange lights shine at night. Sometimes you hear screams. But no one really knew the truth. Inside that scary mansion, deep underground where no sunlight reached, a man was working on something that could change the world forever or destroy it. His name was Dr. Victor Varnock, and he had once been the greatest scientist in the country. Years ago, Dr. Varnock was known for his kindness, his inventions, and his hope for a better world. People loved him. He had a little sister named Lana who followed him everywhere. She loved watching him mix potions and build gadgets in his lab. But one day, a terrible accident happened. Victor was working on a new energy source when a machine exploded. Flames shot across the room, chemicals spilled, and Lana was caught in the blast. She survived, but her face and body were badly burned. Victor was never the same after that. He blamed science, he blamed people, and most of all, he blamed the world. If people had listened to me, he said, this never would have happened. He disappeared, leaving behind his career, his friends, and everything he once cared about. Victor moved into Ravencroft Manor. No one knew he was there. Over the years, he dug deep under the mansion and built a huge lab filled with machines, glowing chemicals, and buzzing computers. It looked like something out of a nightmare. There, he began building Project Obsidian Mist. He created a gas, a thick, black mist, that could control people's minds. Once someone breathed it in, they forgot who they were. Their memories became blurry. They would obey anyone, as long as that person had the control key, a special headset Victor had created. This is how I'll fix the world, he said to himself. No more free will. No more pain. I will make them obey. I will bring peace my way. He tested the mist on rats, birds, and even a wild bear. It worked every time. The animals became calm, their eyes blank, waiting for orders. But Victor wasn't finished. He built a weapon to spread the mist, a giant floating machine called the storm injector. It looked like a weather balloon, but it could shoot the mist into the sky. The clouds would carry it across cities. When it rained, the mist would fall and everyone would breathe it in. Victor stared at a map of the country. Where should I begin? He asked himself. Who will be my first city? He chose Greywall City, a huge, busy city filled with millions of people. If I can control them, he said, smiling, the rest of the world will follow. He set the countdown. In 3 days, the storm injector would launch. While the countdown ticked, Victor recorded a message that would be sent out after the mist was released. People of Earth, you have lived in chaos long enough. I am Dr. Victor Varnock. I have taken control not to hurt you, but to save you from yourselves. Obey me, and you will live in peace. Fight me, and you will fall. But Victor had forgotten about someone, Elena Sparks. She was once his student. She admired him. She thought he was the greatest mind in the world. But when he vanished, she began to suspect the truth. Now she was a top agent in the Watchlight, a secret group that protected the world from dangerous science and evil technology. Elena tracked strange signals coming from the mountains. She followed power surges, hacked old blueprints, and finally found the location of Ravencroft Manor. When she told the Watchlight Council, they didn't believe her. Elena, Ravencroft is just an old ghost story. No, she said. Victor Varnock is alive. And he's about to do something terrible. She decided to go alone. Elena climbed the cliffs at night. She wore a black stealth suit and carried a backpack full of gadgets. As she reached the gates of the mansion, a lightning bolt flashed across the sky, showing the dark towers of Ravencroft. She whispered, "This is it." Inside, the halls were dusty and cold. Spiders crawled on the walls. But she found the secret entrance, a hidden elevator behind an old fireplace. It took her down, deep underground. There, she saw Victor's lab. It was huge. Dozens of machines lined the walls. Giant glass tubes bubbled with green, red, and black liquids. And in the center was the storm injector, already floating in its launch chamber. The countdown showed 1 hour, 22 minutes left. Suddenly, alarms blared. Red lights flashed. The door slammed behind her. Victor stepped out of the shadows, wearing a long lab coat and holding a metal staff with blinking lights. "Elena Sparks," he said calmly. "My brightest student. You never did learn when to give up." "Stop this, Victor," Elena said. "You don't have to do this. Your sister wouldn't want this." His face turned hard. "You don't get to say her name. The world forgot her." "But I won't." Victor pressed a button and gas filled the room. Elena coughed, trying not to breathe it in. She fell to one knee. "Soon," Victor said, "you'll be one of mine, too." But Elena pulled out a small round device and slammed it to the floor, an EMP bomb. It sent out a pulse of electricity, shutting down the gas systems for 10 seconds. She jumped to the main computer and started typing fast. "Password," the system asked. She guessed it. "Lana." It worked. She found the override switch and slammed her fist on it. The storm injector's engines shut down. The machine fell back into the launch chamber. Victor roared in anger. "No!" He charged at her. They fought, knocking over shelves and breaking tubes. Sparks flew everywhere. Elena managed to grab a needle from her belt. It held a special serum she made just in case, one that could block the mind-controlling parts of the mist and shut down Victor's mental tech. She stabbed him in the arm. He froze. His eyes went wide. He stumbled, then fell to the floor, confused and dizzy. What have you done to me?" he whispered. "I gave you back your mind," Elena said. Watchlight agents stormed the mansion and took Victor away. The lab was destroyed and all his notes were burned. Victor was sent to a high-security mental facility. He sat in a white room with soft walls, staring at nothing. His mind was still sharp, but foggy. The serum had slowed his thoughts, but didn't erase them. Elena visited once. He looked at her and said softly, "I almost saved the world." "No," Elena replied. "You almost ruined it." Back at Watchlight headquarters, Elena was made leader of a new team, the Shadow Sentinels. Their mission was to find other secret labs and protect the world from dangerous science. But even as the world returned to normal, Elena couldn't stop thinking about Victor's final words. One night, as a nurse walked past Victor's cell, she heard him whisper something to himself. It was quiet, like a ghost in the wind. "The mist will rise again."
Subscribe for more interesting stories.